Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got an interesting take on fried chicken. It's all done in the air fryer. It's got a bit of an oriental kind of Chinese takeaway feel about it. We've got not many ingredients, but there is something on there that you probably may not have in your cupboard, but I seriously recommend getting. MSG, you can buy it on Amazon for I think like £3 or £4 for like I'm not sure, 100 grams or something like that, and you don't use much when you're cooking, so it'll last forever. But what I'll do is now, I'm going to put you up on a tripod. I will quickly go through the ingredients, what you need, and then we'll show you how to cook it. Okay guys, so here we have, I think we've got 4 chicken thighs here, and I've deboned and left the skin on. We've got MSG, black pepper. This is like a salt and chili seasoning mix that we got from, I think, Food Warehouse that we're going to use. You can replace this with Chinese 5 spice, but I like this because it has a bit of a kick to it. Salt, spray oil, some light soy sauce, and some onion granules. So what I'm going to do is now put the actual list of the ingredients up on the screen. But it's half a teaspoon of MSG, half a teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of salt and chili powder, half a teaspoon of black pepper, half a teaspoon of onion granules, and 1.5 tablespoons of plain flour. So what you do is you mix them all up into one pot like this, and then you coat your chicken. So pour that all over. This is going to add like like a dry rub to that chicken. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to mix it up and coat it. We did have this on the weekend, and I wasn't planning on doing a video, but I saw it online and it is absolutely amazing. But this time we're going to do it a bit of a twist with it. We're going to make it into a like sweet and sour dish. Okay, so once that's all done, then you need to add some liquids to kind of almost make a paste for your main dry coating to actually stick to. Okay, right, so now we've got a spoon. What you do is you add 1 tablespoon of light soy. And then 2 tablespoons of water, which I'm going to get. Okay, so now we've got 2 tablespoons of water. And then what you do is you mix it around and it creates like a paste on top of the chicken. To be honest, you probably can do this with your hands, but that means I'm going to get messy and I don't like that. Okay, so I can already smell the flavours on this. It smells amazing. Okay, right. So once that's all coated like that, which is quite nice, you don't even need to marinate this and just leave it. What you do is you just coat it straight in the flour and then it goes in the air fryer with some spray oil. Okay, so what we do is though, we will season the flour. So a nice little bit of salt all the way through, and then I think this is 1/4 teaspoon of MSG. Actually, no, 1/2 teaspoon of MSG. I cannot tell you the difference MSG makes with regards to something tasting like it's from a takeaway. It's a massive difference. So what I do is mix it up, spill loads of it all over my kitchen floor, which is great. And then what we need to do is coat our chicken. Get some tongs. So what you would like to try and ideally do is keep an eye on the skin of the chicken, because you want that facing down first in the air fryer. So once these are coated, they look brilliant. They smell amazing, to be fair. So I'm just gonna, once I've done them, I'm gonna dump all of the ones I've coated up one end. To be honest, this is probably a little bit more than's going to fit in my air fryer, so I'm probably going to have to do it in 2 portions. You just keep mixing it around till everything's coated. But what I find is try and jam it into the flour as much as you can. You want total coverage on it. Jen's not helping out in this video today because she's doing uni work. So I thought I'd do her a little treat. Even though we've already had dinner. Okay, right, so just keep going till everything's covered. So this is only 4 chicken thighs. I cut these into 3 or 4 strips each. But I suppose you could leave them whole if you wanted to. Okay, right, so when you're at home, probably now is about the time you want to start preheating your air fryer. I'm not doing that just yet. I'm going to do that off camera because it's noisy and you will not be able to hear a word I say. So I've got 2 more bits to go in. Try and get as coated as possible. I always seem to put too much flour in these. That one. There you go, okay, right. So it's all coated now. So what I'm going to do is, I'll quick tidy up and then I'll get the air fryer on to warm up. Okay, right, so we've just had our air fryer on for about 5 minutes to warm up to 190 degrees. So now we've got to place the chicken in. Okay, so as you can tell, our air fryer is not massive. I could just do this in the Ninja, but I think I like trying. We did this in the Ninja the other day, and I like trying it in both devices to see which one's best. So try and place the chicken skin side down if you can see which side the skin's on. Which I've not done myself any favours, to be honest, because I find it quite hard to work it out which is which. So just place them in. I presume try and not let them touch, but they do shrink a little bit when they're in, and some of the powder will fall off. That one's definitely the skin side. So load up your air fryer, and once it's in, you just have to give it a bit of a spray with 1 cow spray, which we've got there. I think this is the sunflower oil one. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to do this in 2 batches. Okay, so what you do is, then you spray the chicken, just to moisten it up, and you whack it in for 190 for 9 minutes. Okay, right, so our first 9 minutes is over. So what we do is we're going to take it out the Ninja, the air fryer, turn the chicken over, spray it again, and then put it back in for another 9 minutes on 190 or 180, whatever it was. So as you can see and smell here, that is amazing. So as you can see, that's why you want the crisp on the skin on the bottom. I'm going to get some different tongs because I don't want to put any more powder on these than I already have. So what we're going to do is, once these are finished, I'm going to coat these in a warm sweet and sour sauce. Because when you make sweet and sour sauce, sweet and sour chicken at home, you pretty much make this chicken anyway, but you deep fry it. So this time I'm going to try it, but with air fried. Okay, so now we whap it back in. Okay, right, so that was the second lot of 190 at 9 minutes. Oh wow, that smells and looks amazing. What I did was, off camera, is I moved all of the chicken we've already put into the back so I could fit the rest of the chicken in that I'd have to do for the second lot, so I didn't have to do an extra go at it. But as you can see, these look amazing. Proper crunchy as well, as you can hear. Like, listen. They look amazing and they smell even better. Alright, that one's one that's done. Okay, so right, what I'm going to do is now, same thing with these ones that we've just done. I'll move them back, give them a spray, and whack them back in, another 9 minutes. And then, after we've done that, once these are done, then I'm going to coat them in sweet and sour sauce and see what they're like. To be honest, they're amazing without the sweet and sour sauce. So I'm intrigued to see if it tastes like the Chinese takeaway sweet and sour chicken that we do. Anyway, so we'll back in a minute. Okay guys, so there's all our chicken cooked. We did it over 2 batches. I kind of wish I did it all in one, to be honest. So the next step, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to use a pack of this Blue Dragon sweet and sour stir fry sauce, just to give the chicken a bit of a coating. But what I'm going to do is first, I'm going to warm it up in a saucepan. I like this stuff because it's got no veg or anything in it. The one thing that you probably don't know about me is that I don't like any vegetables, salads, or 99% of any fruit. I'm strictly a carnivore and a potato man. So what we'll do is, now that's, I've had the pan on just lightly, just to kind of warm up a little bit. But what we'll do is we're going to coat the chicken in the sauce. Just use the tongs that we had earlier. Probably best to give it a shake rather than anything, to be honest. And then once it's all coated, I'm going to leave it to warm up a little minute. This is not as easy as it looks. Well, that probably is. I'm just being a bit of a muppet about it. What I don't want to do is knock all that coating off that chicken. So what we do is, that's what I'm going to do with it. And then in a minute, once it's all done, I'll give Jen a little bit of a taste. I'll have a taste and we'll let you know how it goes. Okay, right, so now our chicken's all cooked. Jen's come off the sofa because she smelled the food. So she's quickly come over. It does smell really good. It does smell good. So what we'll do is we're just going to pick a piece out and give it a bit of a try. See, I struggle with really hot food and that is really hot. So I might blow around and fluster for a bit. Oh man, yeah. You seen the whole thing? Yeah. You have to live with. So what do you think? With sauce or without? See, I preferred it on the weekend, I think, because it just had like a Chinese flavour.
I prefer without because the spices in the rub have got enough of their own flavour.
Yeah.
You don't need to add the sauce. It's nice with this, but I don't think we need to add the sauce.
No, okay.
Or you have it in a little ramekin and use it as a dipping sauce, because if people want it, then they can.
Although I suppose if you have it without the sauce, you can have it as a finger food. But with the sauce, you could do it with egg fried rice or boiled rice or something like that, couldn't you? Or some veg.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely recommend it. It's so easy. It's honestly, there's no oil to get rid of. There's no stress about the temperature of the oil or anything like that. Cooking it overnight. Like I said, if it wasn't the fact I was recording this, it would probably take me 4 or 5 minutes to prepare and then 18 minutes to cook. And even then, when I say cook, it's put in an air fryer and push a button. So it's not hard. I would definitely recommend it.
Yeah.
You? Yeah? Anyway, thanks very much for watching, guys. We'll see you again soon.